Good afternoon. My name is Bob Maluro, and I'm coming to you right now as a consumer. One of the things that I talk to my clients about is level 5 relationships, where they have great clients that talk about them that really spread the good word. I'm going to talk about level 1 relationship today, and that is situations where you're highly disappointed in your supplier. And the supplier that I'm going to talk about today is Carbonite. I've been a Carbonite user for roughly about 3 years now, and I don't know how familiar you are with Carbonite, but basically it's supposed to be a backup and restore facility. And one of the capabilities is that once you have all your files uploaded to the Carbonite data center, you're supposed to be able to transfer those files back to a new computer. Now, I've done this twice before, once because I had a computer that crashed, and second of all because I installed a new computer. Today, or let me say it differently, last Tuesday, I received my new computer and I began the process of backing it up. In other words, transferring all of my files from my existing system to the new computer system. And for the first 24 hours, it worked as promised. I was able to transfer 107,000 files out of the 324,000 files that I have. And I was very pleased with that, and I figured in 2 more days I'd have the entire process completed. A couple of things happened on the way to progress. One, the system stopped. So it stopped, and as much as I tried to reinitiate it, I couldn't do anything from my end, so I decided to call their support service. And after I went through about 10 iterations, if you will, before I finally got to what they call a chat person, is a technician at the other end. And the technician basically said to me, it's working, it's just slow. My tummy was telling me that if something stops for about 12 hours, that's not slow, that's stop. It doesn't work. So I accepted that answer, and I went back and I waited another 24 hours when I called the chat line again, since nothing was happening. And this time I get a guy that's much more receptive, and he tells me also that it's slow. And I said, please don't insult my intelligence, and then he finally responded quite differently, very professionally, I might add. And he tried to help me. In the process of helping me, he was going to access my computer remotely and see if he could diagnose the problem. Unfortunately, the tools that are given to the Carbonite technicians don't allow them to do that. They don't work. Flat out don't work. So he said, well, since this won't work, I suggest that you reload Carbonite, reinstall it, and I'll send you the instructions to do that, which he did, and I followed to the T. Much to my surprise, now I'm 3 days into my transfer of files. I am now back to square one. It turns out that all the files that were transferred are gone, and now instead of 107,000 files being on my new system, I'm back to 0 on my new system. It proceeds at a snail's pace. I wait another 24 hours to see how many files are transferred. About 13,000 files got transferred in 24 hours. I thought that was pretty slow compared to 107,000 in the same 24-hour period a couple of days earlier. And I called the chat line again. I got another gentleman who was going to help me. I asked him specifically, why don't you connect up to my computer and do the diagnosis that way? That's the way my support from my other computer supplier, My Computer Works, who are outstanding. That's how they do it. And he said, unfortunately, our tools don't work. So here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to, and he send me some instructions on how to dump 3 log files that he was going to analyze. He was going to get back to me. It is now 8 days since I've gotten my computer. I have approximately 15,000 files that have been downloaded. I've never heard back from this technician who's going to analyze the log files and tell me what's going on. I sent an email, a nastygram, to Carbonite, outlining exactly the problem, outlining the fact that they don't have the right tools available to their support people. Now, my analysis is that what's happened is Carbonite's business has grown, and for some reason they don't have the bandwidth to support their suppliers, to support their customers. And I am been victimized by that. Now, I've since taken additional action. I'm going to back to my normal technical support group, which I think will help me. In fact, I have a call in for them right now because I've now come up with another solution where I can directly transfer using the easy transfer file system of Windows 7 and connect up, and I need a little help in doing that. But I'm here to tell you that if you are even thinking about Carbonite, forget about it. I'm here to tell you if you already are a Carbonite user and you try to restore your system, you are in for a long, painful process that may or may not ever complete. No one from Carbonite has ever told me why this thing starts for a while, sends you a few files, and then shuts down. Nobody. Nobody has gotten back to me. Nobody gives a crap. So I rate them. I now have a level 1 relationship with them because I am going to tell everybody possible how poor they really are, and that they are a fraud at best when they're advertising this backup and restore capability that they have, when restore is out of the question in any practical sense. Well, thanks for listening, and I hope I saved you some bucks.